Hey there, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the Warmup. I'm your host, Ashley Bullington. We have a great show for you this week, jam-packed with all of the Texas high school football content your little heart could desire. So let's get you warmed up. Wow, guys, we had some great games again last week. This 2021 season is already shaping up to be mind-boggling. The Stars and Stripes are pretty bright deep in the heart of Texas, especially on our gridirons. We have another big week of games coming up on Inside High School Sports, and let's check out a few of them on the lineup. A new powerhouse versus an old powerhouse as Bridgeland goes to the Woodlands to take on the Highlanders. But can Bridgeland dethrone the once Houston area Kings? Bridgeland is led by Connor Wigman, who has shown his skills and proven to be one of the best quarterbacks in the state and maybe the country. They overpowered Shadow Creek 24-14. Wigman added a pair of touchdown passes to his total as he threw 7 against Klein Kane in week 1. He's looking a little more like he's playing a game of Madden right now, as it looks like it comes easy for him. The Woodlands are coming in hot as they are now 2-0 for the 2021 season. They had a thrilling win in week 1 over Langham Creek, which put the greater Houston area on notice. They are back with a mission this season. Who stays undefeated after this week? Give us your pick in our comments. North Shore is also going to spring Westfield, two predominantly dominant defenses. They're going to need some offense to give us quite the game. North Shore always seems to be at another level when they step on the gridiron. Even losing their star players, they are still stacked and giving us a show. They defeated Klein Collins 34-7 last week and led 13-0 by the first quarter and 27-7 at halftime. Then the defense parked the bus for the Tigers as they were unable to find the end zone in the second half. Westfield rolled to a 38-12 victory over Fort Bend Hightower. And in that win, the Mustangs tallied 350 total yards. Cardell Williams was 13 of 23 for 197 yards, and Chucky Hines halted 5 receptions for 119 yards. These two teams could give us a great game this Friday. Great games coming up this week on Inside High School Sports Saturday night at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Matt Musel. Now it's time for a battle as we bring on two great athletes you'll be seeing lining up on the gridiron this week in our segment. Okay, guys, I have two superstars from Cy Ridge on with me. Guys, welcome into the battle. Are y'all ready? Let's introduce y'all to the public.
I'm a class of 2022 left tackle. I'm committed to Baylor on a football scholarship, and I'm a pretty big dude.
I'm Chibby Nwajuaku, class of 2022 defensive end, committed to Rice University, and I'm the dude who kicks his butt in practice every day.
You never line up in front of me. Come on now.
Well, we'll see who can take the title of champion in our sports trivia game. Are y'all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So our first question is, what sport is described as the beautiful game?
Basketball.
Soccer.
Soccer.
Yes.
How long is the total distance of a marathon?
26.4?
No, it's close though.
43.5.
I'm sorry?
26.2.
Yes, it's 26.2.
Yes, sir. It's too easy.
Okay. Question 3. What is the only sport to be played on the moon?
Football.
Soccer.
The ball would go
Golf.
everywhere. Golf. Chibby.
Golf?
Yeah.
Okay. In which sport do teams compete to win the Stanley Cup?
Coffee.
Bryce got that one.
What?
You got it. Okay, my last question is, what is Canada's national sport? And no, it is not hockey. It starts with an L.
Lacrosse.
It's lacrosse.
It's me.
That was me.
That was like kind of tied.
That was me.
I'm going to give it to Chibby,
Yeah.
but Bryce wins.
Yeah. It's easy. This is what I do.
Bryce, do we have any words from our champion?
I like to thank God It's just something I do normally. Just beat up on Chibby. He's used to it because this just happens every day. It's a normal thing.
But I just want to tell y'all keep supporting us this season. We're gonna do special things. Keep watching.
Well, we will have highlights of y'all's game against Klein Kane on this Saturday on KOSU 11 on Inside High School Sports. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
I love how into the battle these guys get. I'm going to start having to make my questions just a little harder, I think, though. Inside High School Sports cannot make it to every game going on in the area, even though we wish we could. But we will help hype them up. Let's check out some of the games to keep an eye on in the hype. This will be an interesting one as Conroe and Summer Creek go head-to-head on the gridiron versus Kingwood. Conroe wide receiver Lewis Williams III had a lights-out showing. Third, caught 4 touchdowns for 207 yards as the Tigers rolled to a 42-0 win last week. This is the first time since 2013 that Conroe is 2-0 to begin the season. Summer Creek has some massive talent, and it's not just nationally recognized O-lineman Kelvin Banks. Their defense is stout too, as linebacker Julian Ortiz is back after tearing his ACL last season. This Bulldogs squad defeated Friendswood in Week 1 and demolished Decaney last week 61-7. These two teams are out for blood. Which one will come out with a win? A huge game in not only the greater Houston area, but in the entire state of Texas is Katy versus Dickinson. This game is one we are sad we will not be able to attend, as we are expecting fireworks to go off from the first snap to the final buzzer. The Tigers are coming off their 2020 state championship and picking up right where they left off, as they have only allowed 14 points from their opponents in the first 2 weeks of the football season. To be specific, they've only allowed 1 touchdown in each of their first 2 games. Their offense is doing work too, as they are averaging 41 points a game. Now for Dickinson, this Gator squad took a tough loss to Ridgepoint last week, but it was a great game. They had 510 total yards, and 346 of them came from the ground. Running back Reggie Sanders rushed for 138 yards and 1 touchdown for the night, and could help the Gators get past the Tigers this week. So what's trending in the world of social media this week? Let's find out on The Buzz. There were some not optimal weather conditions for the 2nd Baptist football team during their win last week. But this picture definitely caught my eye. The Eagles O-line seems to know how to do their job, as the quarterback's jersey is still pristine after the win. And theirs, not so much. Good thing their moms don't have to do their laundry. Now, this is pretty lit. Friday night at the Cy Ridge football game, new head girls basketball coach Lena Davis showed off her hidden talent as she gave us some Nick Cannon-esque drumline flair. Dang, girl! That's all we have for this week's episode. To stay up to date with all things Inside High School Sports, follow our social accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. By following, we will get you ready for the highlight of the sports weekend, Chevy's Inside High School Sports at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Matt Measel. I'm Ashley Bullington, and I hope you've gotten warmed up for all of the Texas high school football action on the gridiron this week.